Good morning, Monroe Mustangs. I hope you're all doing well and that you've had a good first week of remote learning. I've been popping into some classrooms and I'm seeing great things happening. I'm seeing your faces and I'm seeing active listening. Some of the things we talked about before we left to go in remote. I'm very proud of you. You're working very hard. I want to talk a little bit more about those expectations in our remote setting. So we know as a Monroe Mustang, we need to be safe, we need to be respectful, and we need to be responsible. And I see many ways that that's happening in our remote learning classrooms. When we're remote, there are different parts of our day that look differently. So we've got the time that we're logging in and we're going online to meet with our class or our teacher. We've got the part where we have whole group instruction, so our whole class is together learning and all the faces are on the screen. There's also small group instruction time where you are meeting just with your teacher and maybe a few other kids, or sometimes even by yourself with your teacher. And then there's independent work time. So your remote learning day is made up of all those things at home, just like we do all those things in the classroom. So I want to go over some of our expectations in each of those places. So when we're entering our Zoom in remote, I want you to remember to first choose a distraction-free learning space. So think about a spot in your house that is distraction-free so that you can log in that spot and be able to be focused. I also want you to be on time for your Zooms. And when you're on there, always, boys and girls, act in an appropriate manner and use kind words and a nice voice. So that's when we're logging into our Zooms. We also have whole group instruction time. And when you're in whole group instruction, remember to show active listening. So we see that by the way you nod. That helps us to know that you're hearing and that you're understanding. Raising your hand to participate or to share something. Participating in the learning is important. Asking questions when you don't understand. Of course, in our whole group and in any of our settings, we're using appropriate words, a nice voice, and we're acting appropriately as well. Boys and girls, always remember in our whole group, you should be on mute until it's your time to talk, and then you could turn your mute off for that, so that we only have one voice heard at one time. And in that whole group, we're all doing some sharing and talking, so remember to respect everyone's viewpoint. Their viewpoint might be different than yours. Show respect for someone that sees things differently. When we go into small group learning, boys and girls, make sure you're participating in that. Show your active listening, the nodding, the asking questions, the answering, responding when you're called on. Stay focused in that small group. That's where your teacher's really working on the things that you need at that time. Ask for help, and of course, use kind words and act appropriately in your small group learning. And finally, boys and girls, there's independent work time. When you're doing your independent work, I want you to again choose a distraction-free workplace. Maybe that's different than your distraction-free place for doing your Zoom and going online, or maybe it's the same, but you need to choose a place that's good for you to complete your independent work. Please complete your work on time and do it when your teacher asks you to do it. And finally, boys and girls, just try your best. We believe in you and you're doing great things. So that's the end of my message for PBIS today, but we have some Mustangs that have had or will have November birthdays. So I would like to put on my birthday hat and share our list of November birthdays before I log off. Happy birthday to these Mustangs. Let's see. We have, on November 5th, Lyle Drummond's had a birthday. On November 6th, Alexis Bagwell celebrated her birthday. On the 7th, Cameron Hudson had a birthday. We had two Mustang birthdays on November 11th, and that was Noah Shimko and Aubrey Zidnicki. On November 12th, Abigail Orgel had a birthday. On November 13th, it was Scarlett Edmonds' birthday. On November 14th, Emmanuel Flores had a birthday. November 17th, Jonas Smithson celebrated a birthday, and Jonas, that's the same day as my mom's birthday. November 18th is Cicely Smith's birthday, and November 20th is Anastasia King's birthday and Lise Klug's birthday. On November 21st, Amara Morris celebrates her birthday, and so does Nicholas Torres. On November 24th, Mason Morton has a birthday, and so does Carolina Rubio Tapia. On November 25th, Jasmine Spears has a birthday. November 26th is Kaylin Carter's birthday. On the 27th is Kyle Booza's birthday. On November 28th is Savannah Labody's birthday. Landon Blackwell and Mario Mendez both share a birthday, and that's on November 29th. And finally, on November 30th is Michaela Hanyo's birthday. Happy birthday, Monroe Mustangs. I hope you have great November birthdays. Please do your best in your remote learning when you're going online, when you're in whole group instruction, when you're in small group or individual instruction, and of course when you're doing your independent work. I love you. Have a great day learning.